Hello, my name is Pauline Young. I'm one of the partners here at the law firm of McLaughlin Nardi, and I'm here today to discuss solid waste transportation, and also known as A-901 licensing. Waste haulers are often surprised to learn of the extent of regulation in the industry in New Jersey. This is because in most states, waste transporters are not required to obtain a license in order to operate their business. New York City is one of the exceptions to that, as well as New Jersey. But in most states, including Pennsylvania and Connecticut, there's little to no licensing or regulation requirements at all for solid waste haulers. However, because of New Jersey's unfortunate history of illegal dumping related criminal activity, the state has imposed a complex regulatory system to address these issues. New Jersey's Department of Environmental Protection, or also known as DEP, specifically licenses, regulates, monitors, and enforces a wide range of rules for waste haulers within the state. That begins with an initial licensing process, which is both thorough and time-consuming. The initial paper application includes at least two components, depending on your specific company. That generally includes first the business concern disclosure statement, and second a personal history disclosure statement. For the business disclosure, the company first has to be set up and registered with the New Jersey Division of Revenue as a company authorized to do business in the state of New Jersey. And then the disclosure itself basically seeks all information related to the company, the finances, the owners, primary employees, the locations, and so on. That disclosure alone is over 20 pages. Then a personal history disclosure has to be done separately for each and every owner and key employee of the company. Each of those disclosures is also over 20 pages each. These disclosures seek significant information about the individual's full employment history, their family relationships, their personal finances, and so on and so on. If the waste hauler itself is owned by or related to another company, in many instances, those other companies also have to complete a separate business disclosure and then have personal history disclosures for each individual involved in those other companies. So essentially, those levels of disclosures will continue on until all individuals with any discretionary authority over the waste hauling are identified and provide their own disclosures. Once the initial paper application is submitted, it's sent over to the DEP and it's reviewed for full completion. One of the most common reasons for an immediate return of the application is putting an NA or not applicable for any response. The DEP often will not accept that response at all. Then once the application is deemed complete, it gets sent on to state police to do full background checks. The individuals who completed personal history disclosures are required to get fingerprinted, and then the state police actually go ahead and also question each of the individuals, either in person or more commonly over the phone. Once the background check is completed, the application returns back to the DEP for further review of the content of the application. They can ask for clarification, or in some extreme circumstances, they can even require sworn testimony or deposition from the applicant. The DEP then requires applicants to appear at a workshop in Trenton to review the legal requirements and the regulations for waste transporters. In most cases, though not all cases, the DEP also requires waste transporters to go to an attorney, such as those in my firm, or another expert, to receive further compliance training to ensure that the hauler really understands their ongoing obligations and license requirements. While we assist with any stage of this process that I've gone through, we also assist with just that compliance session as well, if that's what's needed. This A-901 licensing process can take 12 months or even more, but the time period tends to vary widely from company to company. The DEP is not required to approve anyone within any certain time frame. There's also a licensing fee that's based on the amount of disclosures that are required and that are submitted with the application. Once an A-901 license is approved, the company still can't start operating at that point. There's another step in the process. The next step in the process is completing a Certificate of Public Convenience and Necessity, also known as a CPCN. That application provides additional information about the business, including insurance information, tax compliance, fees and rates expected to be charged, income expected to be generated in that upcoming year of operation. The company is charged a fee for that application as well, which is based on that company's expected revenue. That application takes another month or so to be approved by the DEP. At that point, the company still can't start operating until the company applies for and receives decals for all the vehicles and containers that are to be used in transporting the waste. That takes another month or so to be received from the DEP. Once those decals are received and affix the equipment and vehicles, the company then can finally begin actually operating the business. However, it's important to note that these compliance requirements never really expire or terminate because company is required to update both their A-901 and their CPCN. A-901s are due to be updated each year by November 1st of each year, and CPCN by June of each year. And a fee is associated with that update as well. Decals themselves have to be updated every 2 years. There are some significant number of other rules associated with business operations of waste transporters, including billing practices, customer rights, waste flow, selling equipment, vehicles, or the company as a whole, and so on and so forth. Therefore, it's highly recommended that waste haulers seek legal advice in creating and operating their business. Also, beyond waste-specific industry requirements, our firm can also assist with normal business needs such as employee handbooks, contract drafting, and even litigation, unfortunately, if that becomes necessary. So I hope that this has been helpful in giving a small glimpse at the process for starting a waste transportation company. And certainly, please contact our firm if you need any help with anything related to your waste transportation business. Thank you.